Okay, let's try and find the inverse of these functions. So replace f of x with a y. So that would then give us this. And then make x the subject. Making x the subject. So you've got two layers here. Multiply both sides by the denominator. So that will then give us 2x minus 3 equals 5x plus 1. We want to make x a subject, so let's multiply this out. So that will then give us 2xy minus 3y equals 5x plus 1. Group all the x's together, so add 3y to both sides. That will then give us this thing here. Add 3y. This will then give us 2xy. Take away 5x, so that would then be, take away 5x equals 1 plus 3y. You want to make x a subject, factorize the x. That will then give us x bracket 2y minus 5 equals this thing here. And get x on its own, divide both sides by this thing here. So that will then give us x equals 1 plus 3y over this thing here, 2y minus 5. And the trick to finding the inverse function would be to switch the x and the y's around. So hang on, x and the y around. So our inverse function would be, 1 plus 3x over 2x minus 5. Okay, and the g of x, let's try and do the g of x now. G of x, so the trick is to replace g of x as y and then make x a subject. Make x a subject. So take away 2 from both sides equals 1 over 1 minus x. Multiply both sides by the denominator. Because you've got two layers here, try and get everything onto one layer. So remember, this is like one bubble, this is like another bubble. So multiply both sides by this bubble here. So take this bubble down and then multiply by 1 minus x equals this. And then you want to make x a subject. So divide both sides by the left bubble. So take this one down, divide both sides by y minus 2. That will then leave you with this bubble only, 1 minus x. Keep an eye on x. You're trying to get x on its own. You don't want negative x. So the first thing you should do is add x to both sides. So that would then give us this. Add x to both sides. That will then give us this. Now you've got 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3. You want to get x on its own. So take away this middle block. So that will then give us 1 take away the middle block, y minus 2 equals x. So the trick is to switch the x and the y's around. So our inverse function would be this thing here. So when you come to write it, it will be g inverse g of x equals 1 minus 1 over x minus 2. This would be your inverse function for g of x. Okay.